Good afternoon, good morning, or good night whenever you're watching this video. Hey, thank you for coming to the fourth episode of Patriot Plumber Report. The last couple ones I've kind of messed up and said plumbing because in my head I'm thinking company plumbing. So it is called Patriot Plumber Report. Well, today I want to talk to you guys about preparation, about if the lights go out. What do you have in your house that's going to give you that light that you're going to need to where you can be able to do things, get food ready, whatever you need to do. But instead of doing it in the dark, I just want to kind of go over what I have personally. It's not a lot, but it's something that will kind of give you an idea of what you can go through. Now, there's a lot of guys out there that's going to have their own power tools and all that stuff, cordless. That's great, because that gives you a little battery backup. So where you can have your flashlights, your bigger lights for the job sites. I'll show you the ones that I have. They're not huge, but they're bright. And then the other little personal things. Now, what if you don't have any of those lights? Then we need to go old school. And what do you mean by old school? I mean candles, and more candles. So, I mean, you can do old school with candles, or you can also go with something kind of like this. This is new, but it's kind of the idea is old school. It's kerosene, but this isn't kerosene. This is awesome. This one little thing will burn up to 100 hours. And then later, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut off all the lights behind me. And I got 3 of these set up to where I'm going to show you, it does give a lot of light out. I mean, enough to where I can, kind of come downstairs and look around and all that stuff. But you can do kerosene, those old school ones that we used to see. That's still good. Anything that's going to give you light to where you can, just do your, everyday things, at night. Anyway, so what I'm going to show you is my personal stuff. So I got to grab my phone because that's what I got. So I'm going to flip it around. Give me 1 second. I'm going to move the light so you guys can see. And I'm going to show you what I've got. Now, I got these 3-pack at Costco. I think it was like 25 bucks. I think that was like last year. It's great amongst multiple functions. You can kind of see there's 1, there's 2, there's 3. You got your red light. And then what's cool is you hit this, and then you got like a reading light on the side and all that stuff. So it just gives you extra. You can even throw it on all of them. So let's turn these off. Go through, boom. But those 3 right there, I mean, you'll probably get maybe 3-4 hours depending on how much brightness you use. Now this is my go-to. I put this on. It's got a backup battery to where I can charge it. I can charge it right from this unit, or I can pull the battery out and I can put it in my little charger, pull out the battery that's in there, flop it out, then get that charging. And you're thinking, well, how are you going to charge all this stuff when there's no power? The cool thing is I can just hook up just a regular USB cord like this one, and then I can plug it right into my little battery pack right there. I also have this right here where I can hook up. Now, it's not going to give you a lot of juice, but it'll give you enough. Now, this one, it'll recharge this battery no time, and then that'll give you enough time to where in the next morning you can throw this out, put it out in the sun, and charge it up and get you ready. It takes about 7 hours to charge it up, so make sure there's a lot of sun, or you can just plug it right into a wall when the power comes back on. Make sure you have one of these, a solar excuse me guys, solar radio. There's also a flashlight, all that good jazz, radio, emergency. It's got the little antenna. It's just basic. Then here's a little battery backup. So once these batteries go dead, this one's dead. Unless you have rechargeable batteries that you can throw back in there, or have more batteries. So the things that you do have that are on batteries, this one will take batteries and solar. You make sure you have a backup. Start doing it now. Start getting your batteries ready. I don't have a lot, but I got some. That's just my little storage. I got more upstairs. Now, I was also saying old school. Well, make sure you have a few of these. They're lighters. I mean, come on, guys. These are a dime a dozen. You can get those lighters anywhere you want. Then we can go all the way up here. Go to the gas station. Act like you're a smoker. Say, hey, I want some matches. And they'll give you some matches. You got a backup right there. Now, these are the Insta Fire, and these are waterproof, so, it could be raining. You can get your stuff going. Boom. Here's my backup batteries. Now, these are for all my tools. Let me get some more light in it. Boom. Here's all my work tools and stuff like that. So what I was saying earlier, the guys that have them, boom, you have power, you have lights that you can use. So this is the guy that I use that will light up. I mean, amazing. So it's got a magnet, so you can just boom, stick it on like that. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna place my phone right there, grab a battery, easy peasy. Now, if you're wondering how much just this one unit right here, I got it at Costco. I think it was, gosh, what was it? $109. It's got multiple, adjustment, and this is bright. I mean, this is really bright, and I'll show you in a second. Let me get this all set up so you guys can see. You're gonna see instantly. Boom. That's, I think, the brightest. Yeah, so it's going down. So we'll go with the brightest. And then I'm going to go around and I'm just going to turn off the lights I got around. That was for my phone. So I'm going to turn these lights off. I added some extra lights. Oops. I added some extra lights so that I could, have a good video. So I'll come out here. And you can see that one light. Look, I mean, it lit up my whole basement. I mean, just don't mind the mess. I'm doing laundry too. It lit up my whole basement. So, I mean, that one battery on high, I think it said I'll get like maybe 3-4 hours, but you can then adjust it. And you got the lower light, and I think you can get 10 hours. So it's pretty cool. Just having something to where you can have a backup. Give me a second. I'm going to turn on all my lights again and turn off all the ones that I'm not using. So I have a few batteries. Give me a second, you guys. I have a few batteries, so that'll give me enough light to last me forever until the power comes back on. Let me turn that back on. Now let me say that one more time. Won't last forever. It'll last me a few hours, maybe 10 hours of light. So that's good, And then if, for some reason the power didn't come back on, I'm sure I can go somewhere else in town and figure out where I can find power. So you got to make sure you can just use your head and just think about that, because you've got friends or family like, oh yeah, I got my generator going. Be like, okay, can I come charge my batteries? They'll be like, yeah, come on over. So it's always good to have friends, family that have your support and that you have their back, and vice versa. So let me go back to some of the things that I also have. So basic flashlight, no biggie. Then I got this one. This one's bright. I mean, it'll go up to like 100 looms. Not 100 looms, sorry. 900 looms. Yeah. So just flashlights. Now, you don't have to have expensive flashlights, 100 looms, 1,000 looms, 500 looms. I mean, like I said, I got 3 of these for like $25. You can get other ones. You can just get regular, battery operated flashlights. Just don't get the big ones that have the D or C, because I mean that'll just suck the juice right out of them. But be prepared. So I'm gonna pause for a brief second. I'm gonna set up these 100-hour candles and show you how much light I get down here in the basement. Also make sure that you have your plugins so that you can recharge your batteries. I mean, there's multiple things that you can do to make sure that you're ready. I mean, look at Florida. I mean, those guys just got annihilated. I've been praying for them. it's devastating to see what that, hurricane did. So just remember, just give your day to God at the very beginning. Get your stuff in order that you need to be prepared: food, power, backup lights, candles, you name it. Now, hopefully, soon I'll be talking to you guys about solar. One of the companies that I've been kind of looking into is an amazing company, Blue Tea. They've been around for, I think, a few years, maybe 3 or 4 years, but their technology is just out there. It's just, I mean, what you get and how much power you can get into this box can run your whole home, depending on what size you get and all that stuff. So hopefully I'll be showing you that. But I gonna pause so you guys can see that, and then also give you some other tips about heating. It's crazy what just a regular candle can do to heat. There's things that you can go on YouTube. I just watched a video where this guy made out of an ammo box, and he made this. It was like a stove. It held 3 candles, and what it did is it made heat. And he had it all set up. Just jump online, Google, and he had this little shed that he pulled behind his snowmobile. So when he was trapping and he got stuck or something, he could have a place to get away from the elements. And he heated this little box the whole night. And this was in Alaska. 3 candles, and he had his little thermometer, and I think it's the lowest it got because the candles got lower. I think it was like 63 degrees. But in the middle of winter in Alaska, 63 degrees is amazing. So you guys, I'm going to give you a brief pause. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I'm going to turn off all the lights and all that stuff, and then kind of get you looking in from my downstairs into my utility room, and show you how much light. Now, it's not a lot, but it's going to give you some kind of light. Once your eyes start to adjust, you'll be able to start to see more. That's just how it works. So give me a second. I'm going to turn off some lights. Boom, there goes that light. Let's turn off that light. I got to come out here in my basement, turn off that light. All right. So you can see the first candle, it's on my washing machine, and then on my dryer, and then over there on my stackable. And then once your eyes start to adjust, I mean, I can see clearly. I mean, I'm not stumbling over anything. I'm not having to, kind of look down or turn on a flashlight. But these things, they pump out some heat, not heat. Well, yeah, heat and also light. Now, you could probably come up with something that might reflect to make it brighter. And the cool thing about these two is if they fall over, they go out. Guaranteed. That's their safety. So that's kind of cool. And they don't heat up. I mean, that's cool. Yeah. Now let's see. True test. I'm going to flip the camera around and see if you can see me. Well, I guess you can kind of see me. Let's see. I don't want to burn my beard. That would be funny, huh? Anyway, you can kind of get the idea. So I'm just going to walk back over here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Gotta blow these candles out. And make sure you just put the lid back on. Boom. They're sealed. Easy peasy. Now, I got a box from My Patriot Supply, and I couldn't believe how many hours of light I'll be able to get. So there's what I've got. I really appreciate you guys liking and subscribing. And like I said, I'm doing these to help you guys out. I mean, I'm no expert. I'm like basic right now. But man, I'm getting ready. I've showed you food. I've showed you how to, what you have to use to start fire. I'll be showing you guys more videos and all that stuff. But I just want to say thank you. All the ones that have subscribed. Tell your friends. Tell everybody. Let's get this channel hopping, I guess. Whatever. I'm no old school. Just leave me alone. Anywho, thank you. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any comments, put them down at the bottom. I'll try to get back to you. I've been kind of doing it. But I just want to say thank you. It means a lot to me. And remember, just be prepared. Make sure that you are right with God. You have Him in your heart. Make sure that you have your family safe. You got food. You've got guns. You've got ammo. You've got non-perishable foods. You've got your drinking tablets, your filters, all that stuff you're going to need if something crazy happens, like Florida. Imagine all those people that weren't prepared and how hard it's going to be. But this little basic right here could help. So let's also make sure that we pray for all the lost over there and pray for all the first responders because they're going to need it. All the families that are going to have family taken away because all those linemen are going in there so they can get power. And we'll pray for them, pray for their families because they're going to be gone for a while. But anywho, thank you guys so much. You guys have a wonderful day. And like I said, like and subscribe.